My name's Chris. I'm the rustic caveman. It's been a while since I've done a full video. And basically it's because we were just knuckling down getting stuff done. So this is kind of an update video, show you where we're at, what's been accomplished. Might talk about what's coming up in the future. If it looks like I'm hobbling around a little bit, I am. My knee is hurting. So let's start here. In some of the last videos, you would have noticed that over in this corner, there was a pile of small gravel. Over in this corner was a 20-ton load of number 4s. And as you can see, I've expanded the parking area to what will probably be its full width at this point. There'll be a little bit more over here. Obviously I need a thicker layer right here, but I just completely ran out of gravel. What this has done is it's given us a place to park the dad's pair of S10s. They're out of the way, easy to get to, and they're on gravel, which is important. We've got our vehicles. Eli usually parks right there. As you look at this direction, there's something missing. We moved the coop. Actually, this entire run is new. You guys haven't seen the run. I think I've shown the posts. That was about it. But as you can see, there's the coop. I will tell you that chain link fence is a 10-foot gate. That coop, in the smallest dimension, is about 6 inches less than 10 feet. And the day that we moved it, putting it through that gate was probably the easiest thing that we did. That thing was a nightmare. It took us all day to get it in here. All day to get in here, get it up on the platform, re-level the platform because I knocked it over, and get it screwed in. But the coop is on the platform. It is in its permanent place. Beside it, and I'm not walking up closer to it because it is very, very muddy in here. We've had 2 days of solid rain. Beside it is the brooder coop. So they have their own 8-foot by 16-foot run. The chicken is going to be eaten here in another 2 months. Anyway, the brooder pen itself has been pushed in here and it is leveled. It's up against that fence. That chicken's name is Fabio. His days are numbered. Meet Cornelius. That is Sherry's birthday present this year. Show you this part. Basically, we're fully gravelled now between the barn and the coop. There's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 4 to 6 inches of gravel. It was done this way for trailer parking. So the brooder coop right there, in order to get it to mesh up with the fence so everything ties through really well, we had to build a little tunnel around everything. Works out really well, and the fence is securely attached to it. As you can see, the main coop caught a little bit of damage as we were moving it in here. Now, except for a section over on that side over there, has been gravelled all the way around so that will prevent animals trying to dig to get underneath of it. And that side will be done when I get my tractor back. You can see the beehives over there. They appear to be doing very well. I'll be checking on them next weekend. So talking about the construction of the coop, it is 24 by 56. It has a treated 2x4 as a top rail. The bottom rail is deck boards, 8-foot deck boards. Future upgrades to this coop will be a couple of roof structures, primarily over in that section right there by the sawmill. That'll be the primary feeding area. Because of the rain, the food is currently inside the pen itself, the coop. And then The brooder section will have a small roof over it as well. And then around the inside, on this side of those bottom deck boards, will be a 2 foot deep or 2 foot wide, 6-inch deep raised bed. We'll fill it full of dirt. We'll put some different grasses, some different herbs and things like that in there, and then I will cover it with hardware cloth so that the chickens can eat the tops, but they can't rip out the roots. And hopefully that will give us somewhat of a sustainable harvest of those herbs to help keep the chickens in good health. Cornelius kept falling over, so I had to put the blade on his feet to keep him upright. Give you another view of the parking area. Inside the barn itself, well, Sherry has done some organizational stuff, but we haven't actually gotten started with the actual floor of the office and the workshop yet. That's coming. We have 2 eggs. They need to be candled today to make sure they're still going, but we're hoping that we'll be able to hatch out those 2 goose eggs. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll keep hoping. Now for the potting shed. Dad and Eli decided to take the frame off the front. Well, that caused it to spread apart. On this end, it was 3.5 inches spread apart. On that end, because there was still some framing there, was only a 1/2 inch off. Now we ripped off the frame, we rebuilt everything. There's still a little bit of a lean to it, but we'll fix that a little bit. From now on, it's always going to have a little bit of a lean, but we're going to fix it a little bit when we finish framing up this front end. Got a couple little, got to clip that edge of that board off, but that's the door that will be going out into the greenhouse. We did get plywood up on the sides. I will give you a quick preview of Dad's garden. He will probably want to do a walkthrough. He's probably going to want to do a walkthrough this weekend, so look forward to seeing that video. Eli got a new bed put in, and there's the wood for another new bed. But this bed will be dedicated to corn. It's raised, so it's got some fill in it, it's got some dirt, it's got some manure, it's got some Miracle-Gro, all kinds of other things. So it's coming. I believe it has corn in it already. It should start coming up in the next couple of days. The next new bed will go right here, and it will also be for corn. And for this year, I think that will be the end of the raised beds. Dad will cover all of the additional growth when he does his video. But if you look behind the beds, you can see fencing or posts in the ground. Well, right underneath that post is the fence, so we are getting ready to fence across that section. In a previous video, you would have seen us put in the fence all the way around the tree line there. This section will be fenced off. There's a gate down there and a man gate down there, and then this section here will be basically our entry level into raising some goats. Upcoming projects, probably toward fall, will be to clean out, maybe do some repair on the tarp building, and tear down that old barn. It's mostly laying around in the back anyway. It's just a matter of plucking the pieces up, cleaning the stuff out that's underneath of it, and probably just burning that old wood. So anyway, that's pretty much where things are right now. That's about 3 weekends, one of them being a holiday weekend, worth of work and projects that got done. I mentioned that the tractor's not here. Moving that last little bit of stone, I broke 2 of the bolts that hold the front end loader assembly to the tractor. Now, it was due for a service anyway, so we threw it up on the trailer and took it up into Jackson, and that's where it's currently at right now, getting a service and a look-see to make sure that I haven't broke anything else. I do use and abuse that tractor pretty heavily, so I try to keep it in as good a working order and As I'm not a mechanic, I don't have any problem taking it into somebody who is. Other than that, there's been a lot of other little projects we've worked on, but that's pretty much the bulk of it. The garden area was pretty much a full day. Garden area and the potting shed. The coop has been pretty much the rest of it. Building it, moving stuff in there. One of the things we found out pretty quickly is I bought a new framing nailer that I was going to use to put the rails on, and my compressor, which was a Harbor Freight compressor, and it was running about 15 years old. It was topping out at about 80 pounds of pressure, and it just couldn't seem to get the extra 10 to 15 pounds that I need in order for the framing nailer to work well. So I would say that we probably spent, in all the trips back up to Chillicothe, which is an hour each way, and once you're there, it's 2 hours of, no matter what you do, it's 2 hours. So I probably lost, out of all that time, I lost an entire day to Chillicothe trips. But there and back quite often, picked up pretty much everything we need, so we're doing pretty good. Can't tell you how many trips we made to Bidwell Hardware to pick up additional wood, but I know that we've gone through probably close to 70 deck boards with the coop and a couple of other projects that are going on around, that went on around here. There's probably 50 or close to 50 treated 2x4s between this project, that project. I'm not even counting the wood to make the bed itself. Anyway, so for the last month, there's been a lot happening here, and because we've been in the mode of just getting it done, we really haven't recorded or pulled the camera out much. I've done a few shorts where you can see things in the background, but that's about it. The Chick Flick Friday coming up, obviously being a new location. And I would say that's pretty well it. I'm pretty happy with the progress we've gotten done. There's a lot more to do. I've got about another, before I'm finished with stonework completely, I'm looking at about another, probably another 60 tons, and that'll finish it. At least another 20 in number 4s, and then probably 40 in the 11Bs and the smaller stuff with the fines in it, to help lock in all the number 4s. So coming up, you're going to see a lot more tractor videos as soon as I get it back. And I think we have everything ready and the ground's dry enough in the barn that we can actually start working on putting the floor in there. Now, unfortunately, the plan was to put down the landscaping fabric and then put stone on top of that as I was building the floor. Can't put stone down there because I don't have any, and I can't move it because I don't have a tractor if I did have it. So probably another 2 weeks before we can get too much further on that. Yeah, that's probably where we're at. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about what's been going on, please, please, please put it in the comments. I really enjoy the comments. Having the communication with the people who enjoy the videos makes it pretty good. And Dad enjoys ones about the garden, and like I said, there'll probably be another garden one coming out this weekend or shortly after. So that's it. If you enjoy these type of videos, now I am a non-niche channel. Let me explain that because it makes a difference. I'm a non-niche channel, which means I have building projects, I have the apiary, the bees, we've got chicken stuff. If I go on a trip, I'll bring the camera along and show some stuff on the trip. So we're not just a farmsteading channel, so to speak. We got a little bit, it's real life. We got everything that we do, a portion of everything we do goes on the camera, goes in the videos. And if you look back over the previous videos, you can see how we have taken this farmstead from where it was to where it is now, and it's actually a lot of progress. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you get something out of it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Join us for the journey. There's more to come. Hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching. My name is Chris. I'm the Rustic Caveman. Thank you.